Hi all, welcome to Diversified Cryptos. My name is Lakal and today I'm going to talk about Bitcoin price action. It's been a while since I did a video regards to cryptocurrencies. So we have been patiently waiting a breakout from this pennant right here, and finally it looks like we got one, but unfortunately to the downside. But in a way, it's okay for us to see Bitcoin going towards it's sitting on 5,700 right now. Even if we see another 10 to 15% down from where we are right now towards 5,000, even towards 4,500 level, it's in a way it's okay. So because before we see a massive bull run similar to what we've seen in 2017, it's really important for us to shake out all the speculators, I mean the people who got into this market just to make money, regardless of looking at the fundamentals. But if you gone through the articles, if you've been keep on tracking on what Bitcoin's been up to, what cryptocurrencies have been up to, there are so many news regards to fundamentals, they're building things up in the future for secure payments, quicker payments. So fundamentals are looking really good, but just because the price is going down, it doesn't mean the fundamentals gonna disappear. And there's no reason to panic in this kind of situation, because we have seen, this is something common for cryptocurrencies. We have seen many times, for the past, if you think about the Bitcoin price chart, for the past 8 to 9 years, we've seen 70 to 80% corrections, so this is not something new that we haven't seen. So if you've been if you have closely watched Bitcoin charts, this is not something new. So it's kind of okay to see a correction like this, just to shake out all the speculators and to make the stage for the next bull run. So right now, if you have a closer look at the price, Bitcoin price action, it's obvious we don't have much support around 5,500. The next support level is somewhere near here, right here, which is 4,982. So you can say around 5,000 level. But even looking at that if that's not going to be a strong support level, the next level would be around 4,500 or so. So it's likely that we might see further down price action for Bitcoin towards 4,500. If that's not gonna if we're gonna go beyond that, so if it's then there'll be really bearish, right? I hope it's not gonna go beyond 4,500. In case if it goes beyond 4,500, the next support should probably be around 3,500 or so. But I'm not thinking, I don't think it's gonna go down that much, but we never know. But it's likely, even if you look at the RSI here, there's still RSI, this is a daily chart. RSI can sit around in these bearish conditions for a few days. So there's further downside. The further downside is likely, and even if you look at the stock RSI, there's still momentum towards downside. But if we have a quick look at the 4-hour chart, we have kind of recovered, recovered from oversold territory. So RSI was sitting around, before the correction, RSI was around 50, 60 or so, and we've seen a sharp decline towards 11. So then that means we were in oversold conditions for some time. Same with the stock RSI, and then we kind of recovered. But if you look at the daily chart, and given that we don't have strong support until we get to 5k, 4,500 to 5k mark, this highly likely we might see further downside. So if you look at that range from 4,500 to 5,000, that range could be like very well supported for Bitcoin price, and in a way it's okay for us to see that kind of, I mean, in a way it gives you opportunity, it gives more opportunity for this kind of a correction will shake all the sellers out of the market, right? So most people will probably start hating Bitcoin. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're hating Bitcoin right now. So the sentiment is really bearish, and that's exactly what we want to see. And this will shake out all the sellers until it get to a point like there's no more sellers. I mean, there will be very less sellers compared to buyers. So when Bitcoin price drops to 4,500 to 5,000 level, within that range, it will help like more buyers, like especially the investors who are sitting on the sidelines. They can get in, like it'll be a really good opportunity for them to get Bitcoin at 4,500 or even at $5,000, given that we've seen like the peak is around 20,000. So if it goes back up to 20k, you're looking at 400% gain from there, like 4 times from right now. It's healthy to see a correction like this, which is like it's a long, like if you see for the past 2 months Bitcoin price has been like very stagnant. Like we haven't seen any, the volatility was like really dropped to like closer to zero. There's not much volatility, and it's been like people used to name Bitcoin as a stable currency because it was that stable. So not anymore. Like we already dropped 10 to 12% or so. But I'm seeing like further downside towards 4,500 to 5k or so. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to talk about regards to this chart. But I really want you to have a look at have a quickly look at this chart right here. So this is like a channel, the trend lines that I've drew probably starting from April 2014. So it seems like Bitcoin is stuck in this channel. So it broke this channel, it got into this channel in August 2014, and since it's been like kind of going down, and then it recovered and went back up to 20, and now it seems like it's getting closer to this trend line. So if this trend line gonna act as a support, right, it's a possibility it could go down to like 5k, so which we talked about. So this trend line tells the same story in a way. So if that's the case, we don't have, I mean, I'm expecting like whole 2018, the whole year would be bearish. Even the first few months of the first quarter of 2019 still could be bearish. Then we might see gradually, if this trend line gonna act as a support, we might see it gradually going up and probably towards to make a higher high. So that's all we need to want to see, because Bitcoin has failed to make a higher high. It's been making higher lows for a couple of months or so, but right now it's a lower again. So we want to see it drops to say 5k, and then simply going back up, make a higher low and a higher high. That means we can, if we see that, we can come to a conclusion, okay, the bear market has ended, and sooner or later we're going to see a bull market. Yeah, so I think that's all for today. So right now, if you're thinking like what, if you ask me like what I should do, this is not, by the way, this is not financial advice. Right now I would I'm not gonna I mean, say if I have fiat, if I have cash, I might use 20% of it to buy all. If you want to buy all coins, you can go ahead. Like, you can stick to the top 10 cryptocurrencies. You can accumulate Ripple or Stellar Lumens. Or even if you wanna go for Ethereum, you can go for it, but always make sure you have, like, a little bit more fiat, because it's highly likely we will probably go to 5k in the coming 2 weeks, or in the coming 3 to 4 weeks. We might see Bitcoin hit 5k, worst come to worst 4,500. So it's better to have a little bit of cash, because when Bitcoin goes to 5k, we'll see alts, like, will bleed a lot more than that. So if you see another 10 to 15% down price action for Bitcoin, we might see alts like selling off 20 to 30%. So that'll be like a perfect time to get into altcoins market. So have some fiat ready, like, if you, because we never know, like, that's why I said, like, because we never know, who knows, a couple of days after it might start going back up, but we never know. That's why I said we can accumulate maybe 20% and have like 80% cash, and then when we see Bitcoin goes to 5k, 4,500 to 5k, we can add some Bitcoin plus all coins, because you'll make more money out of all coins, because when Bitcoin goes down by 10%, we always say all coins tend to bleed maybe 10 to 20%. So and then when Bitcoin recovers and goes back up 10 to 20%, you will see 20 to 40% gain for all coins. So that yes, like, all coins are riskier compared to Bitcoin, but when we make money, all coins tend to, like, the return, when you look at the return compared to Bitcoin price, you will for sure you'll, like, make more money out of all coins compared to Bitcoin. But as a diversification, like, it's better to have a little bit of some Bitcoin, maybe 10 to 20% in Bitcoin, plus 30% of Bitcoin, and then maybe 20% Ethereum and Ripple, Lumens likewise, and another 30 to 40% in all coins, like, just like a balanced portfolio, including Bitcoin and all coins. So yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for your time. I'll talk to you in the next video. See ya.